Hey Dad, do you have any tips on how to deal with conflict?
Oh, that's a good question, Isabel. Yeah, conflict, dealing with conflict healthily, I think, is a really difficult problem and something that Ruth and I see a lot with the couples that we work with. And also in the one-to-one work, I tend to work mostly with men. And I would say that it's about finding safe places where we can practice and start learning to push back a bit. And therapy is, I think, the number one sort of first place that somebody can learn, because you can have a therapist who can reflect back objectively without their own stuff coming in and clouding the relationship, where they can demonstrate to the client how they're behaving in a way that might be passive aggressive or just not not communicating in a healthy, clean way, and also allowing the client to start pushing back a bit against the therapist, where it's what we call acting out. The client may act out, they may turn up late for sessions, they may pay late, those sorts of things. And we can then show to the client how that behavior perhaps is they're fearful of actually talking about things and act out instead. So I think therapy is a great place to do that. And I know with my own therapy, I had a great therapist, and I certainly learned how to deal with conflict with her, because there were times where I was really pissed off with her, and she dealt with it in a very mature, sensitive way and allowed me that space to push back. But for me, I think as a man, I think the even better place that I found is through the men's work that I'm involved with, the Mankind Project, and working with groups of other men where, with time, feeling safe enough, where I'm able to actually start pushing back and start saying, I don't agree with that, and starting to speak my truth and not fearing so much rejection and abandonment. Because for me, this has been a major issue. And certainly when I was running my various businesses, I didn't deal with conflict well with my staff, and I would give them rope to hang themselves, and they eventually did hang themselves because I wasn't addressing issues right from the get-go and telling them when I wasn't happy with behavior or performance, because I was fearful of conflict. And this comes from my own background. And this is where we learn to fear conflict. It comes from our childhood. It comes from the way that we're raised by our parents. And if our parents fear conflict, they will pass that on to us. Or if they were very aggressive and assertive and domineering and authoritarian, we may fear our parents as well. And then we take that into adult life and fear conflict with many other people, with authority figures, with our partners as well. And it's not a healthy state to be. So I think learning to deal with conflict in a healthy way, a respectful way, a clean way is so important in relationships. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. You may disagree or you may have other stuff to add. So please, in the comment section, put down what you think. I'd love to read what you say and we'll respond to the comments. And check out our other TikToks and YouTube and Instagram as well.